Okay, we should be all good to go and start with this live stream. Just making sure to wait for it to work, for the notification to go out. If you are watching this after the live stream is already done, I will have timestamps so you can just skip to whenever you want. Here it is. It's working. It is afternoon here in Australia. That's why I said Arvo, because that's a very Australian thing to say. If chat works, it should appear. I will test the chat. This is a new type of this is a new layout for the screen that we are attempting to use. It appears that the chat hasn't worked properly. What I can do, I will fix the chat. What I need to do is I need to pop out. I'll actually change my screen to this so you can't see it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out my chat. And then I'm going to copy the link. Just hold on a second, everyone. Just setting up the chat to work properly. And then we're going to listen to some Nintendo music. This is an idea which is pretty much stolen from Mayro. So shout out to Mayro, I guess, for this idea. I mean, it is a pretty simple idea. It's just listening to music, but I did link that I did link Mayro in the comments. Oh, not in the comments, I linked Mayro in the description. Just waiting for chat to work. Chat's not working, because of course nothing works my way. Because I missed a letter. There we go. Alright. We'll listen to some Nintendo tunes. I'll put on, not official Nintendo tunes, because newer Super Mario Bros. Wii isn't an official game, but we'll listen to some newer Super Mario Bros. Wii music to start us off. Okay? Whilst I share this. Flap loop, scap loop, trap loop, nap noop. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this and we're going to chat. I will be looking over like this to the chat. So if anyone says anything in chat, it should appear on the screen and you should be able to see it, as well as me being able to see it as well and respond to any chat messages. Now what I'm going to do is I'm also going to give a few updates, so anyone that is in here is lucky enough to get some exclusive updates on my YouTube channel and where I'm going with this. Some of the skits that I'm planning on making via YouTube Shorts. an update for a Mario mod that I'm making as well. So all sorts of fun things like that. I'm saying I'm gonna what I'll do is I'll add every song here to a playlist. So I don't know why I'm doing a thumbs up. So if I go, I will add it to background music. I will make this background music playlist public. This is a 15-minute version of this. Maybe I should remove that from the playlist. Am I able to undo that? Yes, I am, because we don't need a 15-minute version. Okay, these are all extended 15-minute versions, and that's not what we want, because no one's going to want to listen to that for 15 minutes. It is a good song, when we don't want to listen to it for 15 minutes straight. Let's watch an ad, even though I've got an ad blocker on. I'm going to get sued for having an ad blocker. There's nothing like streaming to myself with a can of Pepsi, listening to newer Super Mario Bros. Wii music whilst in the afternoon. Definitely adding that to the playlist. Let's shuffle the playlist so we get a random order. So if I go, I click shuffle and I go to the end of this, should it? Okay, it does give random, but it's also got the fast theme, so we don't want that. Overworld theme. Okay. I think the composers of newer Super Mario Bros. Wii music were very good at what they were doing. Man, I've never had a stream go so poorly so far. I mean, pop a like on my own stream, try to get the ball rolling. I don't think this idea is a very good idea if you want to get views, because this isn't a very appealing subject. But if anyone does appear in the stream, I want you to please comment in the live chat so that I can know someone has appeared in the stream. Okay, so that one's over. I didn't add it, but okay, we're definitely adding this one. So this is a remix of what's going on. Okay, now Opera is lagging and I can't click anything. Okay, that just lagged for a second. Sometimes it just does that. Don't worry about that. So it's the new Super Mario Bros. Wii theme, but it's like a calming remix. Like, everyone knows that one. Everyone knows this theme. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a remix of it. This is an ad from Grammarly. Free promotion from Grammarly. Even though I've got an ad blocker, it's still finding they're still finding their way to give ads. Okay, this doesn't sound that good. Desert theme. Fair enough. I don't really like it that much. I don't really like desert themed music in general. Freeze Flame. Pretty good. Freeze Flame levels are always sick. It's a Brilliant concept. Ice and fire levels combined. I love freeze flame levels. That's why none of them are going to be in my mod. Because my mod is planned to be horrible. Oh. Space music. Not gonna lie, I might use this as music in my mod. But like edit it to make it worse. Because I'm planning... What I'm trying to do is make the worst Mario mod possible. So adding some bad music to it is a great idea. I've already got some bad music set up. Maybe later on we can work on that mod, showcase some of the mods, something like that would be pretty cool. But I'm making a mod called Painful Mario Wii, which is inspired by Mayro's Nightmare Mario Wii, where the whole point of it is to be as horrible as possible. So that's the point of the mod that I'm making. Bonus room. Only my right ear can hear this as well. Okay, now my left ear can hear it too. Skibbity dot dot dot. Yes, that was not good. Underwater, but it's fast. The underwater theme is sick. I hope that we get that somewhere along the lines. Let's have a look at what we do have. Toad House. You know what I do want to find is Newer Super Summer Sun. Newer Super Summer Sun. That's not the actual title. There we go, that's close enough. What I want to find is the nostalgic music from this mod, because this mod is very nostalgic to me. No, I don't want the fast one. I want the regular. Can we get regular Crystal Caves? No. Apparently we can't. I don't want desert music. I want Crystal Caves. And I can't see any of the titles, so you just have to keep going. Here we go. Da 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 da. This is extremely nostalgic. Let me turn my volume up. Let me turn the volume up. Da, 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 da. This is nostalgic because I used to watch videos on Mario mods, and this was one of the first ever Mario mods that I was introduced to. And it just sounds brilliant. Like, this is just an amazing tune, in my opinion. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Maybe this time isn't convenient either, because I know lots of Americans, it is midnight for them. Also, didn't think about lots of Australians are at school as well, so I really did not optimize this. I really did not think this through. Da 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 da. I love this tune. Da 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 da. I could listen to a 15-minute version of this. Like, this is something that I would listen to for 15 minutes straight. Da 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 da. Okay, that's enough of that for now. Is there a longer version? I was thinking the same thing. I commented 10 months ago, dies of nostalgia, and got 2 likes. I'm gonna like my own comment because that's just me. That was the very last one on the list too, so I don't know if we can find any of the other cool ones on here. 1 up to 12 weeks free health insurance? Find out. Slugger's Castle. Da 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 da. You know what? This actually. DS Castle. I want to listen to. We could listen to 30 minutes of this, right? Like, that's not unreasonable. Duh, duh. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh, I love this. I've never had New Super Mario Bros. But this is nostalgic from the videos that I used to see of it. Okay, it is school holidays, so people from Australia should be able to watch it. But those Americans, I should not have streamed it when it's 12 AM in the morning for them. Silly idea. Silly Billy. I'm a silly Billy for that. I sound like a crazy person. This is 100,000 views. What? 1 million views. Almost 2 million views on this video of castle theme. 23,000 likes. This person's celebrating 100,000 views. Mate, wait until 5 years later. I mean, 2 million views. That's a lot more than 100,000. 100,000 on its own is great, but 2 million views is sick. You know what? What's this? Mario Kart World music. Castle theme from... What? There's a remix of this in... Wait, there's a remix of this in Mario Kart World? Listen. There is too. I love all the remixes that they put in Mario Kart World. Not gonna lie, I think this is better. I think that this new Super Mario Bros. I think Mario Bros. DS's castle theme is better than Mario Bros. Wii's castle theme. Also, hello PJ Mayfield, good to see you in the chat. You know what? I think what I should do is look up, it's Mario 64 slider something. Slide theme, is that it? There's something, it was something starting with S. It's the da na 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 da 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 da. You hear this in Mario Maker 2 all the time. This is the theme. I'm definitely adding this to, that's not the right thing. I'm definitely adding this to the playlist. And I will make the playlist public, so don't worry about that. Also, I'm going to give some insider knowledge about my own channel, because I obviously have knowledge of my own channel. So I've got some plans. Quick sip of Pepsi. Controversial opinion. And obviously I don't pronounce it like that. Controversial opinion. Pepsi is better than Coke. Sue me. But no, genuinely, what I need to say is, PJ Mayfield, I know that you are a common viewer. You watch a lot of M Swizzle. I am inspired by M Swizzle to start making. I'll turn this volume down a bit so I can still have this music, and I'll turn it down so I can hear my own voice. I am going to be making Nintendo skits, like YouTube shorts, similar to M Swizzle. I'm not going to steal his ideas, but I will be making Nintendo Switch 2 related skits. So, PJ Mayfield, if you have any ideas for skits that you want me to do, just pop them in the chat or pop them in the comments or pop them in the comments of my community tab post that I did recently talking about channel updates. I'm planning on making some skits about the Nintendo Switch 2. I've got a few that I've done. I did a community tab post. I can see it here on my phone. I've got my phone on the side. I said, what Nintendo skit should I make first? I plan on making all of these skits, all 3 of them. Nintendo raised their prices, so it's a skit about how Nintendo made Mario Kart World $80, or for me in Australia, $120. Nintendo Switch Game Chat is Spying on You, which is a skit inspired off of something that happened when I was playing Game Chat with a friend. We had a situation where we said something that it was my friend like hit Peach with a shell in Mario Kart World, and he said, oh, I hammered Peach, and it made me think, what if Nintendo misinterpreted, what if I made a skit that Nintendo misinterpreted that as something inappropriate and then banned you, or bricked your console completely. So that's the skit that I'm working on there. World's biggest Nintendo Switch 2, I do have a plan for that, but I don't really want to tell you what the plan is for that, but it is to do with a real life screen. There is a screen in a city that's a really big screen, and I'm making a skit where that screen gets hacked and Nintendo Switch 2 footage is played on that screen. It's inspired by Swizzle doing his, oh my gosh, my own stream came up as a suggestion. It's inspired by how Swizzle did a skit where he hacked into the movie theater, and also did one where he hacked into a football game, but that's members only one, so I can't really share that in case anyone else sees this. But PJ Mayfield, you've probably seen that because it is an Swizzle members only video. I don't want to listen to It's a Me Mario. I don't want to listen to an ad either. Really. I have got an ad blocker. I don't want to listen to 7-second video. Let me go to actual. Okay, here we go. We can listen to Bowser's Castle music, or Ultimate Bowser as it's called. But I don't have any idea at the moment about your Nintendo skit that you were doing maybe next time. Yeah, I am planning, as I said, to make Nintendo skits inspired. The people that inspired it, like, I'm not sure if you know, people in the chat, Swizzle and 1980s Gamer, I think his name is. Also, John Nebo. I'm not sure if you've heard of John Nebo, but those are some Nintendo creators that make skits. Another thing that I was thinking of doing is doing something similar to Ryan George. Not sure if you know Ryan George, but he does skits where it's like, how did such and such get named? And it's like everyone's in a meeting and they have to name like types of fish, for example. And one was like, the boss said, what do we name this fish that puffs? Like puffs up. And someone said pufferfish. Pretty obvious. So it could be something like that where it's like, what should we name the console? And then maybe someone says, Switch U, and then they get fired. And then someone else says, well, it's the second Nintendo Switch, let's call it the Switch 2. Or it's, what should we call this Mario Kart game where you explore the world? Mario Kart World. And then that person gets a raise or something. Like a fun skit like that, I think would be really cool. But no, if you haven't, I do have a community tab post that I did comment, or not comment, post 11 hours ago that says, what Nintendo skit should I make first? So if you haven't answered that poll, please do. If you want me to listen to any specific Mario songs or any Nintendo tunes in general, I guess we can do any kind of Nintendo theme that you want me to listen to. And what's a good thing is I've had people that have come into my streams and not cared about Nintendo as much and cared about other things. It's good that, I know you, PJ Mayfield, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I know that you are a Nintendo fan specifically, so obviously because you're an M-Swizzle member, so I know that you will not go around suggesting non-Nintendo things if I don't tell you, you know, to, but I know other people might potentially do stuff like that, so... $1996 is when Super Mario 64 was released, I would assume, because it says C. They still do the C nowadays, I believe. Obviously, copyright. 1996 Nintendo. This is the Peach's Castle sounding theme. It's not literally called Peach's Castle. It's called Ending Demo. I've never played Mario 64, so I don't know why it's called that. But, oh, here we go. Okay, if no one has anything that they'll really like to say or do in chat, if there's no specific Nintendo songs you want us to listen to, then I might just end the stream here. How long have I been streaming for? It says 15 minutes. I feel like I've been streaming for more than 15 minutes, but I don't know. YouTube's been glitching a lot recently as well, so it could be more than 15 minutes. No, it's 26 minutes, and now I'm getting an ad for Buff. I'm so sick of ads for Buff. I've been streaming for about half an hour, but it's kind of glitchy. We can listen to Die Docs. Okay, this is a well-known thing. Die Docs. Let me just refresh the chat on my... so I can see if anything was typed in the chat that didn't make it through. No one's talking in the chat at the moment. It says 2 people are watching, and I think that's probably me because I'm on my phone and you, PJ, but I'm not sure. It could be 2 actual people because I'm not sure if it registers myself on here. It could be my grandmother for all I know. Sometimes she tunes in and watches my streams to be supportive. Shout out, Nan, if you're watching this. Shout out to you. I think I might end the stream here then. This stream didn't perform very well. I'll still keep it in the stream archives because for some reason my streams get a lot of views afterwards. So if that can help me rack up the amount of views that I've got on my channel altogether, that would be great. So... let me just go here and then... Legend of Zelda music. This is the ending theme. This is the end of the stream. Thank you so much for everyone that has appeared. Thank you for doing the stream. It's pretty great. You know what? I'm going to stream more often. I like to stream. I'm going to be doing streams, videos, shorts, as I said, skits. I asked M-Swizzle what the requirements are to be on the Mario Matter podcast, because secretly, I mean, he probably could tell, but I want to be on that podcast. Safe to say I'm not getting on that podcast anytime soon, but I will become a famous Nintendo YouTuber one day. Mark my words. Mr. Beast, he might be controversial, but when he was younger, he knew he was going to get famous. He knew in his mind, YouTube's going to be my career. I know the same thing. I will become a famous Nintendo YouTuber someday. Just like M-Swizzle, just like Beat 'em Ups, just like Russ Vandy. I will get hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of subscribers someday with my Nintendo content. So, PJ, you should be happy because you... with here when I was a small creator with 300 subscribers. Remember this when I get 1 million subscribers. Alright, see you in the next stream or short or video or whatever I do. See ya then.